we're finally starting to get work done out in the pasture. Right now, Irby's cutting trees. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but he's cutting, well, not cutting trees down, but it was trees that were already cut. And he's just sectioning them out so that we can move them easily and get them out of our way. And then I'm gonna be cutting grass down here. We're trying to get it prepared for cows, but we are so far away from that happening, just because there's so much to do. Hey, Boots. You spoil babies. Y'all are so spoiled babies. Here, let's give some to Mr. Rooster behind you. Here you go, buddy. Marley, come here. Oh, you're making her drop it all.
I think this will make a good fence post.
So I knew we had a lot of work to do this morning, and I was hungry because I didn't eat dinner last night, so I picked up these bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. And this is why I hate our camper oven sometimes. This is the bottom of it, okay? It looks burnt. No, you cannot have any, Mavis. It looks burnt. My egg and cheese are still cold. So you guys can see how high the grass is. Some of it's taller than me. Because this summer we just kind of...
There's a lot that's taller than you.
Very funny. But we just kind of let it go this summer, let it grow up. A lot of this has been grown up since we've had the property, and we haven't even, like, we've walked through, like, we've made pathways to walk through. But a lot of this over here we haven't even walked over or anything. But now that it's cooling off, we're going to go ahead and get all this cut down. But you'll notice, not necessarily in this section, I'm hoping this is all going to be clear. But all this out here, we're finding random
chunks
bricks
of
and concrete and wood and everything. So the guy that owned the property before had a construction company. And he buried a lot of stuff out here, unfortunately. So although a lot of it was dug up, a lot of it's still here. So we're having to
including an elementary school.
Yeah, an elementary school, apparently. From what we've learned now, after the fact that we've bought it, people in town have been telling us stories of what's actually here. We have to fix this before we can have cows out here.
No.
And make sure there aren't any. There's a lot of places that just kind of, a lot of stuff has settled. And so you'll see holes. I'll show you in a minute. But you're going to see holes are out here. We have to get that fixed before we can let the cows have cows and have them use the entire pasture. There's certain sections we're able to have a milk cow now if we wanted to, but well, we do want to, but we have to build the barn and everything. So we're sticking with goats for now. We gave the goats one of the stumps, and they seem pretty happy with it. so far. Free entertainment for goats.
It's safe to say we're gonna have to make 1 or 2 passes just to get all this cleared.
So I got some passes made through here. It's hard to tell, but I got some more made down there until the lawnmower decided to not work properly, and the drive belt for the deck keeps wanting to twist up. So we can't stop and fix that right now. We gotta just keep going with other stuff we have to do today, but we'll get that fixed probably Wednesday, I hope. We'll see. But I wanted to show you guys just in the couple of passes I made. This is all of the rock, concrete rather, and bricks that we have found just buried out through here. So fun, so fun. So we got a lot of work to do with that. You can see here, there's like a whole concrete slab just right here under that grass. So lots of work to be done, but we're getting there, and we'll get it to where it's good and ready for cows soon enough. But it's a lot of hard work. So we're walking down here to where we usually target practice. We got fresh deer prints. It's hard to tell, but that is a deer print. Let's see if we can see some more down here. We've been putting out deer corn. Not down here, but this is where they usually come. It's kind of wet down here right now though, so.
Quite a few tracks.
Oh, there are. They must have been running through here a good bit. It's very sandy, so we know we have 1 buck and 2 does that come here every night. They come on the other side of the property. So the kids are home from school and wanted a snack, so I'm making some popcorn. And I'm using this popcorn maker we got from Goodwill, but I've got to like open it up. I hate how they tape stuff, because then the tape just wants to stick on, like the sticky part of it. But this seems to be coming off pretty good. So I'm gonna make them some popcorn for their snack, and I'm trying to debate if I want to cook dinner out here in the building instead of inside tonight, because I already have my fryer out here and I am frying some deer cube steak for dinner. And a lot of times when I fry inside, it gets like just smoky and really hot in the camper, which the weather's been really nice, so that might not even be an issue. But I don't know, I might I might cook out here tonight instead. Hey Spooky, the cats are coming to investigate.
Hey.
I do need to wash this.
Way.
Yeah, let's get the cat. I do need to wash this before I can use it.
Meow.
I'm just opening it. See what I mean about the tape sticking? It's all sticky right here now. It'll be okay though. It's only on the outside.
I'm just gonna add this butter and the popcorn.
Go ahead.
Wow. It pops a lot.
So we ran out of all of our okra seeds. That's what we usually keep in this jar. But we ran out of all of our okra seeds. The ones that we had planted the year before didn't do much. So I'm assuming that the seeds, I know like seeds technically don't expire, but you know, some things grow better. And I have no clue how old these seeds were that were in here. So we've got, yeah. So we've got these okra pods that we've dried out. So now we're just gonna harvest the seeds from them so that we have okra seeds for next year. Some of these have gotten like, they've gotten like a little bit of, I guess it would be like powdery mildew on them. So we're not gonna use, well, I might open it up just to see what they look like on the inside, but oh, we'll lose some seeds. But we're probably not gonna use those. Oh, shoot. No.
You don't need very many. I mean, there's maybe 40 just from this one, and there's still some in it.
We're still probably gonna save them all though.
Yeah. When you get done, don't throw these in the trash. I mean,
yeah, put them in your compost.
Plenty of things you can do with these.
See, like these here, they have like a little bit of powdery looking stuff to them. I'm not gonna save those. I'm just gonna put those in the compost. So sitting outside doing lesson plans out here for our oldest who's homeschooled, but I was taking a break and then I remembered, I don't think I've shown you guys our tadpoles. It feels like they've been out here forever. I have them hanging on this bucket, or on this limb in this bucket. So if you ever see the bucket in the background, you're like, why do you have a bucket hanging there? Well, it's because when we had a storm forever ago, some little tadpoles made this their home. Well, a frog, thought it safe enough to lay their eggs in, and so now we have little tadpoles. And so I'm just hoping that they're gonna turn into frogs, because I absolutely love frogs and I don't want them to die. So they've just been here on the bucket. The reason why they're up on this tree thing that's fallen here is because the chickens, when they were up here, would try to get in there and eat them, and then the cats also were very curious. So put them up here and they no longer care. But come take a look. So I don't know what tadpoles eat. I threw them a piece of celery, and there's a leaf. I don't know, but there is like algae and stuff built up on the bottom. I don't even know if you guys can see them very well. Let's see if we can get a closer look. You see them? Look how tiny they are. I'll tap the bucket so you can see them move. And the funny thing is though, it feels like it has been forever and that they're just not growing at all. So I'm like, okay, when are y'all gonna turn into frogs? Like, I thought it was a much quicker process than it's been, and it's not. There are some mosquito larvae in there, which I absolutely hate, but I can't get rid of the mosquito larvae without harming the tadpoles. So we're just kind of dealing with it for the time being and hoping that the little mosquitoes die, or maybe that the tadpoles eat them. I don't know how that works. I doubt they will eat them, but I'm just dealing with the mosquito larvae in there for the sake of our cute little tadpoles, who we hope are gonna turn into frogs. And so we'll see, but I'm gonna get back to planning. I have to take you guys out to our tomatoes later to show you them. My oldest daughter yesterday went and picked us some more. She got 3. She found 3 that were red yesterday, so they're kind of slowing down a little bit, but I'll take you guys out there later and show you. So I did end up cooking our dinner last night out here in the building, and I'm gonna get our dinner tonight started. We're using this chicken. I have chicken, a few drumsticks, and then I have this turkey back, whatever, here that I'm gonna use. I'm just pulling it straight from the freezer pretty much. I'm trying super hard right now to only use what we have. I'm trying to not shop at all. I'm trying to use what we have in the freezer and use what we have in the pantry as much as possible, because we really need to clear our freezer out, because now it's deer season and our freezer's gonna get really full again, hopefully. So with that said, I'm just using both turkey and chicken today. I think I'm gonna make like a little chicken gnocchi soup. I'm not sure exactly what all I'm gonna put in it. I know I'm gonna add carrots and celery and stuff, but I don't know, it'll come together. It'll all come together. So yeah, so I've got our chicken and our turkey. Add that to the crock pot. I just brought out some seasonings. I've got like some onion powder, thyme, salt, and pepper, celery seed, and some rosemary that I'm gonna put on the chicken and season it up really well. And I'm gonna let that cook during the day right now, and then that way when it's time for me to cook dinner, I can just take it off the bone and go start our soup. So I like that I have so much space in here compared to the camper kitchen. Y'all, I'm just telling you, when the house is done and I have the full kitchen, it's gonna be wonderful. Anyways, I'm just looking forward to it. We're gonna come out here and check the tomatoes. I can tell already that they're starting to, some of them are starting to die off a little bit. You can see they're not as full. There's still a ton of green ones growing though.
I think there's enough for us to actually tie some more of these up.
Possibly. I don't know though, because we're gonna need to clear them out soon to plant seeds for fall. I'm trying to find some more red, okay, there's one. Some more red ones, because we do want to save the seeds from these so we have them for next year. Our pepper plant still just green. I'm not expecting to get anything off of it this year.
So we have plenty of green ones, but you have the only red one.
Yes.
So now I have to choose whether I want tomato sandwiches or fried green tomatoes.
I'm gonna let these sit on the vine. We have to collect seeds from them, from the rest of them.
Okay.
At least most of them. You can see already started, like we haven't really had any issues with insects or birds getting at them, but I can tell now that it's getting later. They're starting to kind of get at them, but not too much. These are starting to yellow back here.
Well, we got bushels of them back here.
Oh really? Let me go look.
Ones.
Oh wow, we do have a lot back here.
You. A bushel in the back. I got 1, 2.
We do have a lot.
There's another one right here, here, there. Yeah, there's 2. How many is in a bushel?
I have no clue. No clue. Do you guys know? Because I don't know what a bushel is. Like I know I've heard what a bushel is. Like I think it's like a basket thing, but I don't know. Is that an exact measurement of something? I don't know.
Some measurements are what we grew up hearing, like a pinch or dash of salt. A pinch is actually a measurement.
True.
Believe it or not.
It is.
It's the grain that fits between 3 fingers, which is kind of strange because Andre the Giant's pinch of salt would be different than hers.
True.
Or mine and hers, because yeah. Quite a bit of difference right there.
Look at this little guy we found. And it looks like he's possibly, she is possibly getting ready to form their chrysalis. Just by the way, they've got themselves stuck to that. So we'll have to come back and look. That's really cool. We have all these flowers out here. They're so pretty, but it smells so good. And I've been trying to learn a lot of like plant identification. And I thought at first that these were a goldenrod of sorts, but I don't think that I'm correct. I think that they are yellow crownbeard. I don't know. Y'all don't quote me on that, so nobody listen to what because I don't know. I'm still very much so in the beginnings of learning. I think that is what they are. From what I have gathered and from using, like I used the Seek app. And so that's what I think that they are. But again, I'm not positive, but they smell so good. We do have some sweet goldenrod in our driveway, but I'm leaving that for the butterflies and all the other pollinators because right now all the stuff is dying off that they need. So, and fun fact that I just learned the other day, monarch butterflies, I think that the sweet goldenrod is like their only source for now that keeps them going whenever they travel to Mexico through the fall and winter. So I will not be harvesting any of that to use for anything. I know you can use it to make teas and stuff like that, but we'll be leaving ours because we don't have very much. I finally bought a calendar to keep up with our gardening and planting schedule when I need to start seeds and all that, because there is no way that I'm going to keep it all in my mind. And so I finally I've been trying to find calendars everywhere, and you guys know we live in a small town, and it's like everywhere we went nobody had calendars. So finally, instead of driving to the next state over, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna order some off Amazon. Now I can't get it open, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna order some off of Amazon, and I'm hoping that this is gonna help us be much more organized and keep everything going to plan, because I know I already have stuff that I need to be planting in our fall garden, and I haven't done that yet. And I don't want to get behind, because I know this summer, that's one reason why a lot of our stuff failed. A lot of it was just soil issues, but also a lot of it was lack of planning. And so I'm determined, okay, we can't have lack of planning anymore. So I finally got a calendar. It's so pretty, it's got little flowers. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through, and not only for our fall garden, but I'm gonna go through and mark down for our summer, you know, when we need to start our seeds for summer and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully this fall, and especially this coming summer, our harvest will be so much more than just tomatoes. So that's what I'm hoping that this will do. My brain works very much so by, if I take notes and I write things down and I can see them and see that I need to do them, then I'm good. If I just try to keep it in my head, it's gone. So I'm hoping that this is going to help us out a lot with our planning this year.
All right, that's it for today. Y'all go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button, the button next to it, the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And from Langley Acres to your homestead, have a good one.